What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know. We get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and buckle your seatbelts because we're on another adventure with the Super Norteno. Let's get to the intro. Whopping. Let's get to it, man. If you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead and do that, man. I'm very humbled by all your support, and I highly appreciate it. And I'm wearing my trusty old school Los Angeles Angels hat, and Ricky wouldn't like that. He'd be like, whooping, it's red. It says LA. It says LA. Mayday, mayday, right? He'd be tripping. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys a story. Man, this one involves Shiela, a few friends. One of them, we called her the Black Mofle, and I'll explain that to you, or the flat tire, or the Gooker Gobbler. I mean, she was a lot of different things. She definitely was down, though. And then my homeboy, my camarada, my taita, my boy. That's how he walked. Big Sharky, right? And how, hey, I took him to my tia's house. I left him with Ricky, and it became two Rickies. You know what happened? They were like Milli Vanilli. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you, right? Only difference is neither one of those motherfuckers could sing. Wait up. There is no difference. Neither could Milli Vanilli. This is how it went down. Whooping. So what had happened was I got a phone call from my homeboy Sharks. Now, me and him go way back. We go super way back to when we were young kids growing up in the same. We actually lived in a neighborhood together. Like, this was my boy. We lived right down the street. He was my homie. In fact, we weren't homies in the beginning, but we became friends, right? Because his old lady, his little girlfriend, was a good friend of mine. And somehow, man, she was like, you guys got to stop mean mugging each other. And we became good friends. And somewhere along the line, he got jumped in the barrio after me. I didn't even know he was from the barrio. I remember hitting him up. I got out of YA one time, and I was like, what's up, man? What's up with you, bro? Like, all that mean mugging you did when we were little. He was like, I'm from the hood. I was like, what? Right? And so, but he was. And he actually fucking graduated to another level with inside the hood and became one of the homeboys that you could definitely count on. It was my boy. But we had hood business that we did, barrio business. Then we had our own business, cutthroat business. You know, hey, bro, I'm fucking doing bad. Can't pay rent. All right, bam, you already know what time it is. You got isotoners? I got isotoners. Let's go get isotoned up. For those of you guys that don't know what isotoners are, you probably never will. But let's just say isotoners in the 90s with gang members they were synonymous. It went hand, literally in hand. Just ask OJ. They didn't fit, so they had to quit. So anyways, when we were called the isotoner gang. Like, that means we'd break in your shit, hit a box of chocolates, which is what we called a robbery or a burglary. We were doing all types of despicable ass shit because we didn't want to go to work. It was easy to go work at a gas station or at the flea market, but fuck that. We're gangsters, right? We'd just rather take your weed. So after a whole lot of shenanigans, we grew closer. And like I said, we were isotoner gang, me, him. It was very exclusive. So that was my boy. He knew he could always count on me. I could always count on him. Now, there was a couple little arguments we had along the way. I remember one time, I'm not going to say too much, but let's just say this motherfucker, we put in some work. This motherfucker fell. I had to carry him on my back, hurt my back, damn near threw my back out. I was upset with them. So now comes Ricky, right? I need a bottle. Usually my tia, Ricky, they're calling me. They always need to borrow food stamps. Fuck, right? And not just 100. They need like 250. They always need to borrow gas money. They need to borrow a car. These motherfuckers need to borrow my oxygen. Like, anything I have, my tia, this is how the phone calls go. My tia will call me, hey, son of a bitch. Look at my dog in the back. You see all butthole. That fucking got Wes Watson's whole antennas up. He just wants to shove something up there. Don't do it. No animal cruelty, Wes. We don't get down like that. So my tia would call me, and she'd be like, hey, son of a bitch. I'd be like, yeah, what's up, tia? I need to borrow something. I was like, yeah, what do you need to borrow? Guy, how much money do you have in your pocket right now? I said, and I always bullshit her. I don't know, like $20. Yeah, I need to borrow 200. So go figure out how to get another 180 and come drop it off. I'm like, yeah, but remember when I was balling back in the days and I paid your rent? Remember? And no, I don't recall that. Well, I remember. Maybe it was a fucking dreams. But come over here, I'll suck in the mouth and you'll see how dreams will come true. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'll come through, tia. I guess I have to go call Mr. Isotoner. We got to hit a lick. So my tia was like that. She borrowed my last with no hesitation, with no promise of paying back. Don't worry, Miko. Don't worry, Miko. One of these days you'll get paid back. I'm like, all right, tia, I know. I didn't say from me. I said one day, you know, no one good deed goes what the fuck? How does God say it? Right? I'm like, anyway, so that's just how it was in the house. But now I needed a bottle. What had happened was Sharky had called me and he had got into it with this old lady, and something had went down to the degree of it shouldn't have went down like that. And, this is my homie, and I rock with them. So I was like, well, he's like, bro, I got to hit the cuts real quick, man. Is there anywhere can I stay with you? I was like, nah, because the way the staying with me works is you can't. But I got a tia that lives out in the cuts. You've met him before, man. You can stay out there with Ricky. He's like, oh, bro, I'm not trying to stay out there with that fucking J-Cat. He said, that vault's going to have me doing some wild shit. I said, fools, stop it, bro. Hey, he'll look out for you because you're a homie. So, of course, I call my tia because you got to ask her permission. It's plenty of times I took people over there and she fucked them. Or fucked them up. So there was none of that going to happen here, especially with sharks. So I call her and I'm like, hey, tia, Sharky needs a place to stay. She's like, I don't like that little shark fucker. Nah, his fucking teeth are all fucked up. And every time I look at him, it's like watching an episode of Jaws. He's all in my kitchen and shit. Just fucking chewing on the refrigerator. I don't like him. I was like, yeah, but tia, we can't leave him on the streets like that. I can. Fucking fact, I'm going to leave everyone on the streets when I don't pay that payment. I go to Mexico with my new boyfriend. I said, look at tia. Just let me bring him. Let me talk to Ricky. It's not even his fucking choice if he wants it. I'm saying no. We're not taking votes. This ain't Fantasy Island, bitch, right? So, of course, I talked to Rick. Hey, Rick, Shark needs a place to stay. Whoop and bring him over here, right? Quick. That's one thing about my primo. He has a big heart. Sometimes too much, you see. He has a big old heart. And, are you coming out? No, I'm not coming out, is it? This vato was coming in. So he's like, bring him. He's just happy to be around another northerner that will accept him. Because every time he comes in the hood, everyone's like, oh, hell no, nah, right? He thinks he's super like, hey, what's up? Whoopin', what's up with everybody, right? They're like, the fuck out of here, ain't it? Right? So anyways, I'm sure I was like, Sharky, you can go to my cousins, man. That's all I could tell you. He's like, fuck it, bro, let's go. So I take him over there, right? So when I pull up, as we bend the corner, I smell hot leak. Oh, Paru, I smell hot leak, right? I'm like, God damn, it smells like a barbecue. And there's a black dude. I talked about him before. He boned Shiela several times that lived down the street, but he had just moved. So I was like, damn, them brothers must have had a big old cookout. You know what I'm saying? That the motherfucking, the smell was lingering in that motherfucker, but it wasn't none of that. As I bent the corner, I seen smoke coming from my tia's house. And I said, God damn, finally the house is going to burn down. I'm going to go slower. Just let it do its thing. And as I bend the corner, there's like 3 dudes I didn't recognize, just regular cats. My cousin Ricky's right there flamed up like he's not tamed up. And there's all these fat chicks, right? Well, one of them, she's all right, right? And then Shiela, she is acting all brand new. I'm hungry, right? I'm like, oh, shit, party over here, right? So I pull up, and Ricky comes, whooping. He's trying to act all well, God, whooping, walking like this. What's up, Sharky? Sharky's like, yeah, okay. Sharky's like, you guys got hamburgers and shit? So he jumps off, and he starts talking to the fat chicks. Now, one of them I recognize. She's the chick, aka known as Flat Tire or Black Mofley. She's a black chick, but she thinks she's like a northern chick, right? She's like, "What's up, Benny?" I'm like, if you don't stop it, Tito Jackson, just stop it right now. But I jump up, man, and I'm like, "What's up, girl?" Because I know her. She's the homegirl. She's from the West, and I jump off like, "Hey, what's good?" And she's like, "Oh, we're barbecuing. This is my brother." And I said, "Yeah, he's a white dude. How the fuck's he your brother?" Well, she was half white, half black, but claimed a Mexican gang. Welcome to America, right? So I jump off. They're barbecuing. Ricky's acting, like I said, all brand new, him and Shiela. She was like, this is my homegirls. You want me to? They like you. The girls are like, what? We don't even know them. She's already trying to pawn her homegirls off on me, trying to, in exchange for some food stamps so she could buy some snacks tonight. I'm like, what's up? We're kicking it. So Sharky and fucking Ricky, they're fucking already, they're horse playing and shit. Oh, but I don't fucking like that. I don't like that, Sharky. Don't grab me there. Don't grab me there, right? They're fucking doing their thing. I'm chopping it up with the other dudes. They're pretty cool, man. We're eating. My dad comes out. Make me a hot link. Make me a fucking hot link. I don't even need the bun. Just put the link on the plate. In fact, wrap it in the plate like a taco so it doesn't fall in the grass because the roaches, fuck them. I'm going to take it in the bag. Me and my boyfriend, we're going to share it. I'm like, yeah, right. I don't know what you're going to do with that thing, right? But it's probably fucking 10 times what he's working with. The little fucker comes out, ¿Por qué? The plane. So we're all kicking in the front. I got to go. So I'm like, hey, Shark, you all right? He takes his backpack off. He's like, yeah, hell yeah. He's like, shit, I'm a home Mofle. I was like, yeah, Mofle, I heard Mofle's with that shit, right? He's like, shh, bro, you see the other 2 chicks? I was like, I'm trying not to, but you know what I mean? They say one's name is As, the other one's name is Ko. Put them together. Asco. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Throw up. And he's like, nah, bro, they're down though. They're gonna spend the night and shit. We're gonna party all night. I was like, and then I start to think, why does he get to have all the fun? The fuck the Norte? You know what I mean? Shit, whooping. Ricky's gonna be in that motherfucker like whooping. I gotta get my whoppilization on too. So I'm like, yeah, I suppose I could stay for another 3-4 hours. What's happening? So we're all kicking back. The chicks, hey, these chicks are like all out of their mind. Each one is dumber than the other. I'm not talking shit. I'm talking truth, right? So I'm like the only sane one in the house. Probably me and the paisa. And he's getting abused in the back, right? So we're like the only two. The pit fucking bulls and the cockroaches got more brain power than these fucking 3 chicks combined. So anyways, I'm right there, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Black Muffin starts to look fucking succulent. Just like sometimes we should turn like, look it. I loves me some black women. I'm gonna be real, man. They got their ass goes from their neck to their tailbone, right? So I'm like, damn. Every time she gets up and bends over, I'm like, man, I could excuse the 4 different chins going on in the front because that back is changing things for me. So I'm aroused and I'm kicking back, right? And Sharky is on her too. So it's like a competition. We're both trying to be extra special, right? So I'm like, hey, you want my last hot link, right? And I'm waving and she was like, yeah. Take a straight bite out of it, right? Sharky's like, I know how to make good chicken. I'm like, bro, you're getting racial. Don't do that, right? Don't do that. That's the homegirl right there. She likes tacos, que no? Look, she has one right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my motherfucking Trump on. Look, I'm telling you guys right now, it was fun, but I had to leave. Well, let me tell you what happens. The next day, okay, this was around the fair time. Say the fair in Merced is in the summertime, about June, or it used to be. I don't know, June, July, when it happens now. But that's when it used to be. And everyone would go to the fair, play that gangster role. So they're calling me. And it's me and my old lady. We're kicking back. We're watching TV in the AC. I ain't going no. My plan is to kick back and be lazy all day. My fair days stopped, a long time ago. Because, hey, one thing about the Merced County Fair back then, you're getting off where you're mad at. So I'm like, man, I'm cool. I just don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I just no. But they're calling me off the hook. Hey, let's all go to the fair. Let's all go to the fair. Really, what it was, can you give us all a ride to the fair? Now, Sharky's supposed to be undercover hiding from his old lady. That's what it was. It wasn't right. He was on the run from the cops. He wasn't on the run from the feds. He was on the run from his old lady, right? She had thrown him out. And you know how the chicks do back in the days? They'll throw you out, but you can't go nowhere. That's what his thing was. Like, she just wanted him to be out in the backyard and just sit there with the pit bull. She didn't want him to really go anywhere. This motherfucker hit the fence with his backpack and we got somewhere. So anyways, he's on the run from his baby mama. But he's like, fuck it, let's go to the fair, because he had got him. I guess he did the 3-banger. The Harvey, they call it the Harvey Wall banger. They call it the Wegla banger, right? He was getting his Wegla on. And I guess him and Ricky, decided to fucking do some weird shit and just tag team everything in there. Even Shiela. Hey, him and Ricky were connected now at the hip bone. Hey, blood in, literally blood out, because she was on her pee, right? It was all bad. So anyways, they're kicking it and they're calling me, blowing me up. Come on, give us a ride. Let's go to the fair. So I tell my old lady, you want to go to the fair with a bunch of fat chicks and 2 fucking off-brand Northerners? And she's like, when I woke up this morning, that's not what I envisioned, but fuck it, let's go. I like corn dog. I'm like, we ain't even got to go nowhere for you to get a corn dog. Here, take a bite. So we end up getting ready. Okay, I'll slide through. Man. Okay. I go to pick them up and they bop me upside the head with, we're not going to the Merced County Fair. It's the Stanislaus County Fair, which back then was held in Turlock. I don't know where they hold it anymore. It's the Turlock Fairgrounds, right down the street from my grandmother's house at the time. So it's like, yeah, man, I can go to grandma's and eat some bomb tortillas on the way there, which is the other side of my family, right? Anyways, make a long story short, they boo-bop me with that. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go. And I go, no wonder, Sharky, you want to go to Turlock. Yeah, because you're fucking hiding from your old lady. Well, we thought he was. What Sharky didn't know, and I didn't know up until this point, well, I knew it, but I didn't know it, was my chick I was with at the times was very good friends with Sharky's chick. And just happened to be in communication. So meanwhile, while this vato thinks he's on the run, boning fat chicks and hiding, and there was super Ricky. Ricky's like, whoop, we're fucking free. I believe we can fly. Right? And they're all doing all that. His whole lady knew where he was at the whole time and exactly what he was doing. Pillow talk some motherfucker, right? So her pull-up game was about to be real. It was about to be crazy. We get to the Turlock Fair. It's not very big. Mostly what everyone does, all gang members, is walk around me mugging everyone. So, babe. That's how it was back in the day. Every once in a while, you see a fight and shit. Southsider try to slide through, or just a paisa, and everyone thought he was a Southside, and they get off where they're mad at. This was way back before the upstate invasion. This was back when to see a Southsider at a facility, any type of function was very, very, very fucking rare, right? But it happened though. Don't get it twisted. They pulled up like Soul Gang, right? It was welcome, Soul Gang, welcome, right? Super Northerners, Super Southerners, activate. You know, a new level has been opened. So, anyways, we're mobbing through there, man. Corn dogs and cotton candy in abundance. Everyone's happy. Everyone's doing their thing. My wallet is leaking. I'm seeing dudes that I know from Turlock, Modesto, Patterson, fucking Grayson, you know, Empire, all these different little spots, Series, Stand Up, Turlock. Shout out VP of Audio Turlock North, or what is it, VTN and Mighty High Street, and all these good gangsters from Turlock on the west side. Shout out to my boy Lally, Audio Lakers. Tap in if you're in Turlock. So as we're mobbing through, right, I see a group of chicks, and I recognize one of them. Like, damn, that chick is fine. I ran into her one time at this club in Merced, man. We used to have a club way back in the days. Not very many people remember it. It was like a bowling alley. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was out there, right? It was out there by where the Golden Valley School is. And that club is where I seen the chick. And I was looking like, and then another chick turned, man. And I should have recognized by the fucking red in her face and the fucking glow in her eyes. I was like, oh, nah, that's the devil. Sharky heard me say the devil. Devil out there looking, right? He was hugging on Mofle, Black Mofle, right? Black girl's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight her, right? Sharky's like, no, let's go, right? Man, if that group of girls didn't run up on us and get to swinging, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Shiela knocked about 4 of them down. Boop, 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 boop. Because, hey, with a Slurpee, oh, no, it wasn't even a Slurpee, with a slush puppy and half a chili dog and did not drop it. She was fighting like this, ding, 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 ding. And Ricky's over there, whoop if they come. If they're wearing blue, I'm kicking them. I don't give a fuck, right? And Sharky's over there running for his life. His old lady got him by the back of his rat tail, just socking him in the face. Black Morphin is over there. I can't break a nail. She's being all fucking super sensitive. The other 2 chicks just blended in the line for the zipper. I'm right there trying to break shit up and realize, fuck it, I'll just watch. Watching is better than anything. I remember when my tia told me a long time ago, if they're gonna get it, let them get it. They got it, right? So it went down. Now, Sharky gets snatched up by his hair. He gets beat up. He gets thrown in his old lady's car. Security comes breaking shit up. We're out of there, right? We get kicked out. I'm like, this is why I didn't want to come. My old lady is at this time terrified, but she knew exactly what was going to go down because that bitch made the phone call, right? But she's like, I can't be around this. I can't be around. I said, why do you always cover your nipples when you say that? But every time we're fucking around a whole bunch of guys, you're like, I can't be like this. I can't be like this. Nah. I can't be like that. Get out of here, right? So we get in a big old argument. Next thing you know, me, Sharky, because Sharky fucking goes, pounds his old lady out, and then escapes again. We're all kicking back. And Sheila got fucking scratches, and everyone's off of my tia's like, she's scolding us. This is why every time you come around and you bring fucking pendejos like Shark, my name's Sharky. Why? Because you got a fucked up head. It looks like a fin on the back. Look, I don't want people in my house because every time you guys get my son in trouble. Ricky's like, whooping, mommy, it was fun. I was just treating him as I was kicking him. Why were you kicking a woman? And that's I was kicking the guy that was trying to get him off because he was wearing blue. I said, those were cops, dumbass. You're lucky, right? Anyways, we kick back. I end up leaving. Like, me and my old lady's fucking, we're arguing, so I have to go back and make up with her, man. So I go back home, and I sit outside for about 2 to 3 hours, you know, begging to come in. And I end up calling my tia's house, like, hey, everyone settled down sleeping and shit. And what happened was Sharky and fucking Ricky went on a run. Okay? They end up leaving those chicks that night and end up going on a run. See, what I didn't know that you know that I don't know that now I'm going to tell you because now I know and now you're going to know more is that these guys were dibbling and dabbling in what was also known as shit or scante. And I kind of wondered why Sharky was doing this, but I figured it was just jagged teeth and it felt good. It numbed them. Man, these motherfuckers went on a run, and that is going to be tomorrow's video. I'm going to talk about this run, how it ended up, and how I had to put money on their books several times until they end up making it back. This is what I get when I hook up 2 fucking J-Cats together. Now, Sharky wasn't really a J-Cat, but he had J-Cat tendencies, you know, especially when he was on dope. As far as Rick goes, well, you guys already know, whooping this Norteno, I don't give a fuck. No, I'm really hyped. It was crazy. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I also got a bedtime story that includes the Black Mofle. The reason why we called her the Black Mofle was for all that ass she had, her pan was, it was devastated. We'll get to that later. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Hit a 1 if you guys want that part 2 of that super wood today. Hit a 1 if you want that part 2 of that super wood from yesterday today, and it's going to start where it left off, walking down those motel steps after we just stomped out Roach's homeboy. We thought we won. We were wrong. The gun.